Hey and welcome, I'm Hammeh, fresh off the press. News for you from BlizzCon 2018. Ashe is confirmed as Overwatch's 29th hero. At BlizzCon's 2018 opening ceremony, we saw an awesome short in the form of Reunion, starring McCree going back to his old territory in the form of Deadlock Gorge, Route 66, and running into Ashe, the Deadlock gang leader at the moment, and Elizabeth Caledonia, or Calamity Ashe, as she's known. In this video, I'm quickly rounding up the big Ashe and Overwatch news so far. There's going to be more later tonight, so keep an eye on this channel, throw a like, subscribe here, and check out my Overwatch Blizzcon 2018 playlist for roundup of all the panels, lore, and news, and of course, analysing the animated short. Let's get stuck into it. Well, the animated short was Reunion. We saw McCree in the High Life, the diner in Route 66 that the attackers spawn in. He walks out. Now, it's interesting the timing of this. It seems like Route 66 is set just after this short, even though we've seen Route 66 in its form for quite some time, because obviously we see the payload change that we saw where it's been opened. That was teasing the short, as many people thought, that was changed on the PTR that I reported on. And we saw McCree having a little bit of a standoff with Ashe. The train had been blown off the tracks. The Deadlock gang were looting various different weapons and things like that, but there was one particular container on this payload that McCree just wanted apart from anything else. They ended up fighting for it in a really cool short. I'm going to analyse all of the lore of this separately, so keep an eye out for that video coming later this evening. And also, at the end of it all, McCree showed off the contents of that, which I won't spoil for you. Go and watch the animated short if you haven't. It's over on the Play Overwatch YouTube, and then come back here later and check out my analysis of it, because there's so much cool lore and so many questions. But we did see Ashe shown off in all of her glory. We saw several Deadlock gang members, and also he was named quite a few times as someone McCree was clearly familiar with and important to Ashe, B.O.B. Now, if we talk about Ashe's abilities, we saw various things she was doing in the fight. She fires a rifle. I thought it was a shotgun from the short, but it's actually a rifle. She can fire it from the hip or aim down the sights to line up higher damage shots. Now, in her introduction trailer that I'm showing some pieces of here, you can see her shooting targets a bit further away. So this is actually a rifle. She can either do a hip fire or a more accurate fire. She also throws dynamite. She has a coach gun, which actually does this knockback, which is really, really cool. And then finally, as her ultimate, she has B.O.B, which is cool. So the first thing is the Viper, which is her rifle. She fires these fast shots, and then she can do these further away shots on the targets we saw a little bit further away, like when she's taking on the Widowmaker and various things in this video. Now, she also has this explosive dynamite as an ability. It detonates after a short delay. I love Brigitte's scared face here. And then also it can light people on fire, dealing damage over time. So it's got this dot element to it. If you play MMOs or any kind of RPG, you'll be familiar with dots as well. Now, that's pretty sweet. I do wonder if enemy players can shoot your dynamite. That would be cool if you can shoot it out the air. Coach gun, Ashe blasts an enemy in front of her. She has this knockback that you see illustrated a couple of times. It knocks them away and propels herself backward. And you also see this gun being used a couple of times to shoot herself up in the air. I can't wait to see that being done as this high skill ability, as Jeff was describing in the Overwatch section of the opening ceremony. Finally, you have her ultimate B.O.B, now her trusted omnic sidekick. Now, her lore actually says that B.O.B is her family's omnic robot butler, which is absolutely awesome. I'm going to do an entire lore video for Ashe when her origin trailer and similar is out, which we'll probably see, I think, later after the What's Next panel for Overwatch. They generally tend to talk about heroes there. Now, B.O.B charges forward in the ultimate. He knocks enemies into the air and then lays down suppressing fire with his arm cannon. So B.O.B is effectively a pet that is summoned out in the battlefield at the same time as Ashe. I really can't wait to see how this works in game. It's going to be fascinating to see whenever Ashe is on the PTR. So the 39-year-old Elizabeth Caledonia Calamity Ashe is the leader of the Deadlock gang in lore. I'm going to go through all of her lore separately in a separate video, and then I'm also going to do an analysis of the animated short. But suffice to say, she has history with McCree, as we see in the animated short, in terms of them working together as part of the Deadlock gang. It's going to be interesting to see how all of that comes together. So, other news, well, Lucio's, there was a little trailer showing that Lucio's are now a Kellogg's cereal. They're going to be out as a part of Overwatch's partnership with Kellogg's. Obviously, Overwatch partnering up with Lego, lots of stuff going on. That's the first Overwatch news of BlizzCon. What do you think of Ashe now she's finally here? Are you looking forward to playing her? Do you like the look of her? What did you think of the animated short? I'm going to analyse that now. Do let me know in the comments. I'm going to be rounding up every single Overwatch announcement, piece of lore and news from BlizzCon. So do throw a like, subscribe if you enjoy this. Let me know your thoughts about Ashe in the comments below, and stay tuned for loads more Overwatch videos over this weekend and beyond. Cheers for tuning in. Throw a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Really, really helps me out. And keep an eye out for all of the cool stuff. I can't wait to share it with you. Cheers for tuning in. I've been Hammeh. Take it easy.